Welcome back viewers to our channel. We have seen that the KDE Desktop could not be installed in two trials using the Synaptic Package Manager. We tried all the four install options available in the Synaptic Package Manager, but we could not install the KDE Desktop. So what I'm trying to do is, in this video we will try to check whether we can install the KDE Desktop using task selection. So we have already failed once in the installation of KDE Desktop using the task selection. Let us try it again. So I will spin the SpiralLinux virtual machine. Let us boot into the XFCE desktop, and from there we will first do the update of the APT, that is the package manager, the repos, all everything will be synced, and then we will try the task selection method, that is the advanced method to install the KDE Desktop. We already successfully installed the LXQT Desktop using the Synaptic Package Manager. So the Synaptic Package Manager is working okay. Only the issue is there with the KDE Desktop, and most probably the suspected candidate for the issue is the Kwin Wayland package. So that is having the preview release version. So maybe because it is a preview release version, that it is causing some issue with the KDE Desktop installation. So this is not working. What we will do is, sometimes it happens, we have to just shut the GNOME boxes down and restart the GNOME boxes. Now looks, it is working now. So this is the bootloader. So you can see here there is advanced option for the SpiralLinux. So you got the BPO kernel, that is the 5.18 BPO, that is the backported kernel. It is the latest version, and the stable kernel, that is 5.10 version. So you can use any of this. So now we have got the LXQT desktop, IceWM session, default X session, and the XFCE session. So we will install boot into the XFCE session. So the session manager, so it will restart from the last session. So the last session has been saved, so we can use that session. Now what we will do is, we will open the terminal and type sudo apt update. So this will update the repos and the package manager. So here you can see the different repos. So the backport repos are there. This i386, that is the 32-bit architecture, is active by default in SpiralLinux. This is the advantage of using SpiralLinux. So all the different small things, small enhancements have been already done by the developer, so user can just start productivity. So now there are some packages that can be upgraded, so we'll have to run the update. So we can do upgrade also. Let us see. Yes, so there is update to the base files, the distro info data, Firefox, I think library, free library type 6. There are some different libraries are there. Web client library is there, log rotate. There is update to nano, that is a editor, terminal editor. Okay, so ANRAR is there, USB IDs. So wireless registry database is also getting updated, so we have to update this. So whenever you try to install a desktop or try to install any major software, first you have to run the update is complete. If the system packages are changed, it will recommend you to do a system reboot. So you have to do the reboot and then again log into system, and then you have to continue with the installation of any major software. It is reading the change logs, and it might recommend us to do a reboot of the system. I think reboot will be required because these base files have changed. So the system base files have changed. So we'll have to reboot the system. But never be lazy not to reboot the system. Otherwise you will break the system. Okay, so what we will do is we will do a quick reboot of the system. So let us restart the system. Okay, so now we'll have to boot. Oh, sorry, we will have to log in. So let us select the XFCE session and provide the sudo password. And from the session manager, you have to select the last session. So now open the terminal again. You can see here all the earlier commands can be seen because we have continued with the session, and of course even without continuing the session, all the commands till date that have been typed into the terminal can be seen just by going through the arrow. So keep clicking the back arrow or the top arrow and it will take you there. So now we have to click on the Tasksel. So it will open the Tasksel or the task selector. Go to the KDE Plasma, click on use the spacebar button. So it will select the KDE Plasma for the installation. Now use the tab button to OK and confirm your selection. Now let us see what happens. Most probably it should work. It is not working. So the debconf failed to run. So the database driver config could not write to. So I think this is the bug, or we can say that some permissions have been denied. So let us do the sudo tasksel. I think yes, I think this will work. Go to the KDE Plasma, use the spacebar to select the desktop. Now use the tab key to OK and confirm your selection. Yes, something is there is some issue. The apt-get is not, it has failed. You can see here. So there is some issue either with the repo or with the apt-get script. We will do it once again. Go down to the KDE Plasma. Use the spacebar to select it. Then what you have to do, your selection is over. Now you use the tab button to go to OK and confirm your selection of KDE Plasma. You can see here it is not working. So there is some issue with this configuration file, but that was solved by using the sudo. But now here again there is a new issue, that is the apt-get is failed. So the task selection is failing. So we use the sudo Tasksel, everything we have tried. So the apt-get is getting failed. So the apt-get, that is the get method for the apt, that is the advanced package manager. So apt is failing. So now what we have to do, we cannot do anything. I will have to check again what exactly to do. Maybe I will open the package manager. Let us see if we can do something. If some packages are pending, dependencies are not installed for the apt, let us search. So go here and search for apt. apt Android asset, not this apt, we just want apt. If it is possible from, so that is not there. So what we will do is let us sudo install apt. No, but apt will already be installed. I will have to search the command for how to check whether the apt is okay or not. How to do that? What we can do is we can install the snapd, and maybe from the snapd we can install the KDE Desktop. Okay, let us try this command, sudo apt search KDE. So I think it will give all the KDE. So it is showing all the packages with KDE name. Okay. So what can we do now? Let us try sudo apt install task.kde desktop. Let us see if this works. Now you can see the issue. This task-kde desktop could not be installed using the synaptic package manager, if you remember in the last video. So now here you can see the dependencies are shown. So this depends on the Plasma dash workspace, but it in turn depends on the GDB minimal, but it is not installable or GDB. So what we will have to do is we will have to install GDB and GDB minimal, and now let us check what happens. Okay, so there are dependency, you can see tree is there. So the GDB minimal now conflicts with GDB. So what we can do is let us remove the GDB minimal and then we can give a try. Let us see what happens. So now you can see here some packages could not be installed. This means that you have requested an impossible situation, or if you are using unstable distribution, there are some required packages that have now been created or moved out of the incoming. The following information might help to resolve the situation. So the following packages have unmet dependencies, that is lib debug info d1. Okay, you have held broken packages. So this is the reason behind the issue that KDE Desktop is not getting installed with other four options of the Synaptic Package Manager, that is the full KDE Desktop, KDE Standard Desktop, KDE Desktop using the KDE Desktop environment. All the four, it is not, even in the Tasksel also it is not working. So definitely there is some problem in the package dependencies. This is yes, now I got it. So because of the some of the packages are backported, that's why the dependency issues have started. So here you can see libel f1 package is there, was yes. So this lib debug info d1 depends on the libel f1 package, but instead of that package, that version, this version 0.183 dash 1, 0.187 dash 1 BPO 11, so the backports package is installed instead of this, so that's why the issue is coming. Similarly, lib dw1 has version 0.183-1 was expected, but 0.187-1 BPO 11 plus 1 is installed. So this is because of the backports channel. So the backports channel packages have been installed, and the task selection method, and of course the Synaptic Package Manager also was expecting the non-BPO packages to be there. So this dependency has broken. So I think I will have to report this to the developer of the SpiralLinux, and he can take care of this. Otherwise, many other users will find the issue installing the KDE Desktop. So of course, I will also upload this as a video, unedited video, so the developer can check it out and do the necessary repairs in the system. Thank you very much for watching our video. So by seeing such failed installation videos, you learn more than the videos where everything goes fine. So you can see here how the dependencies create the issues. So you have to learn, you get to learn a lot about the packages, the package dependencies, and you become an expert Linux user by watching such videos. So I will stop the video. See you in the next video. So in the next video, what we will do is we will do a detailed review of the LXQT desktop that was installed in the earlier video. Okay, see you then. Bye.